Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for watching another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be doing something that I should have done probably about 5 or 6 times already, to be honest with you. I'm going to be treating my fruit trees, especially my peaches. I'm going to be applying a fungicide to them today. I am a little bit late, quite a bit late, um, but it's better to do it. It's better than do it late or just a little bit than not do it at all. Because if you don't do it at all, then you probably won't get anything to eat because the insects, either the insects or the fungus, will get in there and just rot them out. We have a lot of problems here with peach rot. I think most people do. And if you don't take care of it, you don't spray for it, you won't have any peaches. Last year, I didn't spray anything, and I had loads of. I had so many peaches I had to throw them away. Um, because we had a relatively dry summer, but this year it's just been. I mean, I'm standing here just sweating. I mean, it's insane. The humidity level around here for the past 2 weeks has just been absolutely insane. I've already seen some signs of peach rot occurring, so that's I might be a little late, might be a little too late, but we're gonna try it anyway. We're gonna try and save some of them. So I'm just gonna show you how I do it on one of my trees. I have 4 peach trees. I won't bother to show you all of them. I'm gonna do the 4 peach trees and the grapes. The pears you're not supposed to use. The product that I'm going to be using on today, which is called IMMUNOX. You're not supposed to use that on pears. Pears, you're better off with some type of a sulfur. Um, some type of a wettable sulfur solution. I don't have that right now. I'm gonna have to go pick some up. Or Captan, you can use Captan as well. I don't have any. I have to go pick it up. But I do have the IMMUNOX stuff, which is like myclobutrin, and I'm gonna try and say that the best I can. Myclobutrin is the active ingredient. I'll show it to you. I'll show you the container when I go to mix up. Uh, so I'm gonna spray that. Don't do this on the hot when it's really hot. It's early in the morning here, so it's not too bad. Humidity's crazy, but the temperature's not that bad. It's like 78, 79. But the humidity's probably the same. Dew point's probably the same, 78, 79. Feels like it anyway. So, yeah, let's get the peaches done, at least for now, and then I'll go pick up the stuff for the Captan or whatever they have for the pears. I can't do the pears with the same stuff. All right, so let's go do it. Okay, so I'm going to use this stuff here on the peaches and my grapes. Um, I picked it up at a big box store. Uh, the active ingredient is myclobutrin. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. But anyway, this will work. Uh, as 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 per usual, open up the booklet in the back and figure out what you're applying it to, and figure out your rate. It tells me in this booklet that I'm going to use ½ ounce, 1/2 ounce per 1 gallon of water. 1/2 ounce per gallon of water for peaches. Grapes, you can go 1 1/4 ounces per gallon. So I'm going to make two different strengths here. So let's do the peaches first. I'm gonna use this little inexpensive 1 gallon sprayer. I have to rinse it out because I don't remember what was in it last. I'm gonna use this little thing here, this 1 gallon sprayer, very inexpensive. I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna put ½ a gallon in here, put the ½ ounce in it, and then put the other ½ gallon in it. Mix it up and go do the job. Like I said, make sure you, whenever you're done with a tank spray, you should what they call triple rinse it. I've already rinsed this a few times, but I just want to be on the safe side because if you have some residue in there, you could damage the your fruit trees. That would be bad. So yeah, so I'm going to put full markers right there. 1 gallon is there, so I went about halfway. Now we're going to measure in ½ ounce of this stuff. I have this little measuring cup here. I should be able to measure ½ ounce on this one. It's good. And finish filling it up to the 1 gallon mark here. That should do it. A little bit more. That's good. All right, so I have a ½ ounce of the fungicide in 1 gallon of water. I'm going to take this and shake it. Get it all mixed up good. You can use a plastic PVC pipe if you want, but it should be okay. And I'm just going to pump it up. This trigger is actually already on, which is not a bad thing. You want to make sure that when you rinse, when you're rinsing your tank spray after using it, you got to make sure that you also let the handle come out. You also let it rinse through the hose and through the wand and through the nozzles, just in case there's any residual chemical in here. You're not contaminating everything. Let's go do it. I'm all set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the top. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down to the point. You're going to spray it to the point where it's just dripping onto the ground. Okay, so you're going to saturate it. Basically going to saturate it. I like to hit everything, all the leaves first. Hit all the leaves first, and then I'm going to actually try and go to the fruit. Now this fruit has to be cold. There's way too much fruit on this tree, but I'm not going to do that today. I want to get this done first because I already found one peach on another tree that I have that had a little bit of fungus growing on it, which eventually turns into rot. So we got to protect these guys. It's very, very, very humid up here right now. It's crazy how humid it is around here. This is a perfect humidity, high humidity and heat, a perfect breeding ground for fungus and all kind of diseases on fruit trees and your lawn and everything else. So you got to protect it. If you want to eat fruit, you're going to have to protect it a little bit. I try not to do this. Last year I did not do this because we had a very dry, relatively mild summer, very dry, not much humidity at all, and I didn't put anything on my peaches, and I had no rot, no insects, nothing on it. It was a very good last year. Was a very good summer for peaches around here. Like I said, the summer was dry. This summer is just brutal. It's just got humid about, I don't know, maybe a month ago, and it hasn't stopped being humid. I'm having a little trouble with my sprayer today. Trigger seems to be getting stuck on me, so I'm gonna have to maybe switch to the backpack, or maybe take this apart. Something's biting me. Take this apart and see what's going on here. All right, so I think I got all the fruit now. So I'm just going to hit the leaves just in case there's anything on the leaves. I don't see any fungus problems on the leaves. I think the leaves are fine, but that's okay. The fungus will stick around. It'll actually overwinter to next year. If you once you have fungus in your property, you're gonna have it. I think you're gonna have it forever. To be honest with you, even spraying it sometimes doesn't get rid of it. Yeah, so having some issues. I'm just gonna relieve the pressure. I'm having some issues with the pump sprayer. Yeah, so this one's all done. So I have 3 more to do, and this will protect the fruit from getting rot because once that once those spores get in that fruit, it just rots it. It basically rots it from the inside out, and just everything dies. You lose everything. You won't have any fruit at all. You won't have any peaches at all. But like I said, last year I didn't have to do any of this because the summer was great last year. It was dry. We got enough rain to keep everything going, but not like this year. This year it's been just it pounds rain for sometimes for a whole day. It just rains and rains and rains, and then it just the humidity just goes through the roof. Right now I'm sweating just standing here. Uh, I mean, this is crazy. It's like the tropics up here right now. Don't know when this is supposed to clear up, but this is bad weather for fruit. Very bad. Humidity is not good for fruit. It breeds a lot of diseases and a lot of fungus. I'm going to finish my peach trees, and then I'm going to mix up a new batch of the IMMUNOX for my grapes. That has to be a little bit higher strength for grapes to protect the grapes. The peaches you have to go a little lighter. Yeah, we might be a little late. Might be a little late with this. Okay, guys, that's it. All done. I did all my peaches and I did the grapes as well. I didn't show you the grapes, but it's the same procedure. You basically just soak everything down with that solution till it's actually dripping onto the ground. Um, the grapes you do have to mix a little bit different, a little bit stronger. The peaches is at uh, 1/2 ounces per gallon, but the grapes is 1 1/4 ounces, so it is a little bit stronger for the grapes. The grapes can withstand a harsher chemical than the peaches can. So I got the grapes and the peaches protected for now. I'm going to go after the pears later on, or maybe next weekend. They do have some scab already on them, so some of the pears are already gone anyway. But try and save the few that I still have. I still have maybe half a dozen or so. They're still clean, so I want to hit those before they get scab on them as well. All right, so if you enjoyed this video to give you any help at all, please consider liking and subscribing if you haven't already done so. And thanks again for watching another one of my videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.